Hey folks, my name is Adi Osmani. Today we're going to be building a non-trivial movies application using Firebase Studio. Here's the completed app. You're going to be able to browse movies, view cast information. You'll notice we've got a login button, so you'll be able to do authentication. Here we're authenticating with a third party. And once we're logged in, we're able to do things like even view our favorite movies, which are persisted to that third-party service, the movie database. So once this is loaded, you're going to be able to see all of your favorite movies that you've previously favorited. And when you click through to them again, you'll be able to view all of that rich information. I love the UI this is built. And a bonus, we're going to be using Gemini and GenKit to add an AI movie recommendation feature to this as well. So let's get started. We are in Firebase Studio, and I'm asking it to build me a movies application using TMDB. That's the movie database. I should be able to browse movies, view movie details, and cast information. So we're going to start off with like just an initial app, and we're not going to throw all of our requirements at it at once. So what it's doing here is it's building out a plan. And one of the things I love about Firebase Studio is you get style guidelines as well. So it's suggested colors, layout, typography, iconography, as well as a stack. So you'll see Gemini and GenKit are in there, as well as Next.js and Tailwind, which are popular options for building web apps these days. So I've already clicked on prototype this app. And what it's doing right now is it's taking care of the scaffolding process. It's going to be building out our views, our utilities. It's writing the blueprint to a documentation folder so we can go and we can check it out later or iterate on it if we needed to. It's going through all of its thinking process, its reasoning to build out the app. And I've sped this up just a little bit, but here we are in the first place where it is starting up the completed app. And I've just pasted in my Gemini API key, and I'm giving it my movie database API key as well, so that we have a way to connect up to that third-party service. So it's booting the app up right now, and we're going to be able to take a look at the code. So as you'll notice, we needed to just update our view so that we've got the TMDB service actually populating the movies, and we've now got movies that are here. So this is awesome. You do, of course, have the prototyping view in Firebase Studio, and you've got the switch to code view if you ever need to switch over to code, and just you get a VS Code-like environment there for authoring, for iterating, for manually doing as much as you need to do. For the most part, we're going to just be dealing with prompts today. I want to show you sort of a prompt-first approach to building out a non-trivial app. So here we can see that all of our movies are loading in as we scroll. Which is great. When I click on a movie, I want to make sure that it's implemented the ability to view all of that rich movie details, right? And this is just going to take a sec because it's the first time that we're actually loading this view up. I'm actually going to pop us open into the full view of this so that you can see this in all of its full glory. So all the details here are as I would expect, and I'm going to click on Final Reckoning, the latest Mission Impossible movie. Last Mission Impossible movie. This is actually a really, really great film. So it's loaded up here, and we see that we've got genres in here. We've got our cast information. This can be scrolled, so it's including all the cast details. It's not just limited it to a small row. And later on, I'm going to be implementing that Get AI recommendations feature. But this is looking pretty good, right? Like I just want to show you we can click on different movies, and this is kind of doing what you'd expect. But I also want to show you things like the search works. So if I were to type in Batman for the movies and perform a search, we get all of our search results back here, and it's we've got those beautiful cards. It's showing us all of that information. So that's awesome. Now it's also got the ability to do sort and genre selection, so you can sort by popularity descending. You can select different genres, so action, for example, is selected right now. I didn't necessarily specify these in my requirements, but I'm actually kind of glad that it included them because this is one of those features I tend to add when I'm building out movies apps. So this is looking good so far. Now we're going to go back into Firebase Studio, and I want to start layering in my features. So I'm saying let's add the ability to log in using a TMDB account. TMDB supports doing this, with their API. Let's add a login, logout button to the header. Now, I like to be a little bit specific when I'm doing these kinds of things because I want to make sure that we are actually going to be able to get exactly the functionality that I'm after. I don't want it to implement, something more custom because that's also valid, right? If you say log in, log out, maybe it implements something custom. So it's already suggested how it's going to do this. It's beginning to update our header. It's added a login button to the header, and then it says for full authentication, you're going to need to implement the API calls and tackle the session management. So it's adding the UI, but I actually want the rest of the login features. So I'm saying let's implement the API calls and session management. I want those to be tackled as well. So it's beginning the authentication implementation now, which is great. Let's see what happens. So it's outlining the API functionality right now, fixing core implementation, and it looks like we've got our login button. And it's not done just yet. It's finalizing our API integration, our authentication logic, building out the auth system, the API route handlers, finalizing the server implementation. I just love that. I love these intermediate updates that you're getting. It makes it easy to follow along, like what's actually happening behind the scenes. So, and it gives us a summary of everything that it's done, all the different routes and places in the code where it's going to be making changes. And I can see some of these changes live. I can see the diffs as they're kind of being made and updating those files to our types, to our library in the app, to other areas that need to be updated. So this is looking good so far. All right. Now, authentication usually involves quite a few moving pieces because, especially if you're going to have anything additional, like features that only show up if you're logged in, there are additional checks that it needs to be adding. So it's just checking for errors now and is hopefully then going to say that it's done. Okay, so it's a comprehensive set of changes. All right. It's mentioning some patterns and error handling's been added. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. And on top of that, what I'm asking is I want it to also let me have the ability to favorite TMDB movies as we're logged in. So we've got authentication working right now, right? But we also want a feature on top of that. I want to be able to favorite movies, as we saw in the preview, and have those persist. Now, this is a non-trivial feature, right? Because you need to be able to fetch all of the movies and render them already from that third-party service. You need to be able to let me favorite my movies as well and update that service too. And then unfavorite things as well. Now, I said non-trivial. It's favoriting stuff is not that difficult to feature, but I do want to make sure that it gets this right. So as we can see here, it's making some file changes to our routes. It's setting up that favorites functionality. I see a favorite button getting scaffolded out. Great stuff. It's updating our routes. Because of course, if you want to favorite movies, you also need to update things like your movie details page because you're going to be favoriting movies from there. So this is one of the reasons why I say it's not an entirely trivial functionality to add. But we can already see in some of our diffs that it's doing things like adding checks for whether you're logged in or you're not. Okay, good stuff. It's updating our header again, updating our types. And looks like we're making progress. It's just checking for errors. And I think we might be done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just refresh. I'm now once again inside our Movies app. And if I am logged in, so we're just opening this up. I sometimes like to restart the app just to make sure I'm looking at the latest version. So I've restarted the app. And here, what I want to show you is the full login flow. So I'm going to log in. I'm going to approve that third-party authentication request. So I'm now logged in to the movie database. And as I try to interact with the favorites, I see that there is one issue here. It says CN is not defined, and it includes our call stack here. What I often do, is just paste the runtime error back in and see if it's able to address the issues. Sometimes I prepend, like, can you fix this issue or not? And it looks like it was able to just take that information and add the necessary import to fix this runtime error, because it looks like something was missing there. There was a utility it was missing for our favorite button. So that should be good now, I believe. And what we're going to do now is I want to just test that that favorite functionality has no issues with it, so we can keep moving on. So yeah, I love adding favorite functionality to these things just because it's something I use regularly. Like, I love watching movies. So we are here once again. We are logged in. And now if I click on that favorite button on Sinners, you'll see that it's added to favorites. It showed us this little dialog in the bottom. It says that it's now inside my favorites, which is awesome. I can go to other movies, and you'll see that if a movie has already been favorited before, that it has got the favorited state that is visible there. So let me show you this full flow. We're going to log in, which is going to take us through our movie database login flow. And that authentication request is going to complete. So we're now logged in. You see that heart button at the top, so our favorites. We're just going to click on that. This is going to fetch all of our favorite movies from the movie database. Doesn't matter what app we use to access it. All of this is persisted in one place. So all of our awesome favorite movies are here. Some of the ones we favorited inside this app, some from other times over history. And if we click on any of these cards, of course, we can go and we can browse information and see that the favorited state is correctly there. We've got our full beautiful page here as well, so that's all awesome. Now, I mentioned earlier using Gemini for recommendations. So you can ask something like, can you update the AI recommendation feature on the movies page to use Gemini and GenKit to suggest some recommended movies. Now, I'll usually use a chat service for this. I'll say, I like this movie, can you suggest some others? But this is a great use, I think, of AI and movie database information. So we can click on a title, here's Sinners, and if I click on Get AI Recommendations, it's going to use our favorites, it's going to use information it's already got, as well as information that it knows from TMDB, and suggest some relevant titles. So I saw movies like Sleepy Hollow in there, which seemed fairly relevant, which is awesome. I can click on Mission Impossible. Love this movie. I think that recommendations should probably include a few other Mission Impossible titles, and it does, so that's great. This is working wonderfully. This is using Gemini, it's using GenKit. You'll see there's some other titles like James Bond in there as well. So this is all working great. I hope you found this walkthrough useful. So we used Firebase Studio. We were able to build a non-trivial app. We got AI movie recommendations. We got full movie details pages, cast information. We got search. We got authentication. And this app on the whole looks pretty beautiful. I was happy with this experience. Go try out Firebase Studio. I hope you're going to find it useful. And that's it for me. I've been Adi Osmani. Cheers.